What's up, people? Hope you guys are doing well, man. Let's check out a video. It was requested very recently on YouTube. This is Tom Myers, Bong hit Transplant. I believe it's stand-up comedy. I don't know who Tom Myers is, but I've heard him mentioned in the Camptown, in some Camptown clips that I've seen. I've heard Nick talk about him, and I think Nick likes the guy, so it's a long Tom Myers video that I need to react to, but I think it's almost an hour long, so it's kind of intimidating because of that, but I'll get to it eventually, so don't worry, guys. Don't you worry. But this is Tom Myers, Bong hit Transplant, man. Let's see. This is good for me to watch before watching the hour long one, because it will give me context to who Tom Myers is, man. So when they talk about him, then the boys talk about him, I'll know who they are talking about, you know. But let's get into this. Let's see what this is all about, man. What Tom Myers is all about, man. If he's really good as a comedian or whatever, man. Let's go.
And my next guest is none other than Baltimore's own comedian, Tom Myers.
He's from Baltimore, so I guess that's why Nick and Stav know the guy, or probably like the guy, man. So you probably know him from Baltimore, whatever.
Love me.
And my next guest is none other than Baltimore's own comedian, Tom Myers.
Love comedian Tom Myers.
He's going to do some stand-up
Tom
time.
Myers. Hey,
Love-
Tom.
Love comedian
Hey,
Tom Myers.
hello. How you guys doing tonight? Everybody having a good time so far? Yeah, I'm in kind of a weird mood myself. I was on my way down here. I stopped at a convenience store. I'm waiting in line to pay, and the guy in front of me puts down a dozen donuts, 2 big bags of Doritos, one of those cheapo 1-gallon bottles of the generic brand fruit punch, and a nasty old rotting banana. And he turns to the clerk and says to him, "My girlfriend just had an operation and she can only eat certain things." I look at him and I go, "Yeah, right. What, did she have a bong hit transplant?" That guy's in here right now, isn't he? Oh, shit. So it's an election year. You guys all excited about this election coming up? Yeah.
Actually,
Me, I'm an Obama person, but part of me kind of wants Hillary Clinton to take the Oval Office. No, okay, hear me out. What's the first thing Hillary Clinton's going to do when she gets in office? Get back at Bill for all the shit he pulled. That's why I'm going to apply to be an intern. I quit smoking though, so I don't know if that'll affect my shot, but when I was in school, I studied history. My favorite...
I feel like he's kind of bombing right now, but I think it's because this crowd doesn't quite understand, doesn't quite get the jokes, man. The jokes are not that bad, but the response he's getting is not good at all, man. Like, I think that joke kind of went over some people's heads, man. Or maybe it's a really tiny room that they're in right now with a very small crowd. I feel like that's a legit good joke, you know? But I don't feel like he got the love for it the way he should have, man. The Bong one, it's a good joke. It's a good joke, man. It went over their heads too, man. You know? I think so. Maybe I'm wrong, man. You know? Did she have a bong hit transplant? Let's continue, man.
I quit smoking though, so I don't know if that'll affect my shot, but when I was in school, I studied history. My favorite piece of history to study was the American Revolution. Why do I like studying the American Revolution? Well, I like it because not because it's the laying of the foundations of democracy or how ordinary men can rise up to fight against the evils of tyranny. I like that people were able to grow an incredible amount of pot back then and get away with it. That's why I love studying the American Revolution, yeah. All those who are really supporting me behind that are going, I'd applaud, I just don't feel like lifting my arms, dude. They don't like puns, I don't think. They don't like the pun, okay. And a lot of advocates who want to legalize marijuana use that too. You ever notice that? They say, well, we should be able to grow pot and smoke it because our founding fathers grew pot and smoked it. Our founding fathers, the same people who had to physically fight for the right of this country to exist, smoked pot? I don't think so. How do I know this? Because I've tried pot, okay? Remember, I did take this course in college. I'd love to, man. I'd love to, but if I tried it, I know that me and anyone else who has smoked pot can tell you after you smoke pot, you do not feel like going off and fighting a revolution. If everyone smoked pot back then, Paul Revere would be galloping down the street like, I think the British are coming, dudes. Luckily for me, I got enough. I can share. You guys have been a great crowd. That's my time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is a weird one. That crowd was awful, man. I don't know whether to blame the comedian here or to blame the crowd. Part of the blame goes to the crowd. I think a majority of the blame goes to the crowd. But it's probably a really, really small crowd, man. Even the guy back there, the host, was kind of like, yo, this dude is not doing well, man. It's kind of embarrassed for him. But some of the jokes were good. The Bong one was good. The second one about Hillary was good. The third one, the Paul Revere one, I don't know. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one, man. And the one about I join you, but I don't feel like lifting my hands right now. I think he definitely bombed. He definitely bombed, man. But not all of it was his fault. Some of the jokes were kind of weak, and some of them were really good. But the crowd sort of responded at the same response, sort of a no response to all the jokes, man. But it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But now I know who Tom Myers is, so you know, the Compton clip will make sense to me. I know he's a comedian. I didn't know that, man. Comedian out of, I think, Baltimore, probably. Maybe he was just doing a guest spot there, but he's not originally from Baltimore. But he might be, you know. Looks like a small, I don't know what that is, you know. It looks like the setup is very much like the talk show setup that you see, you know, with the host there and a couch where the guest can sit and a band that plays during the breaks, I guess. But it's very, very low budget, you know, very low budget. But that's how you start, man. You listen to comedians when they tell you about their journey, not when they tell you, when they talk about their journey. The early days are like this, man. The early days are like this, man. You're doing, I guess, sports in very, very weird places, just trying to get your name out there, you know, just trying to get noticed, you know. That's how you start, man. And from what I've heard, comedians don't respect fellow comedians who haven't been through this, who haven't started in places like this, who haven't lost money doing comedy instead of make money, you know. So it's a very normal thing in the comedy world from what I know from listening to comedians and shit, man. Tom Myers, man. I really liked his outfit, man. The all black thing. That's it, man. That's it. That's Tom Myers for you. The Bong Transplant thing, man. That was the title of this song. That was good, man. That was good, man. Yo, like, subscribe, share. I will see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.